Hey y'all, I'm Chris, and this is It Worth It, y'all? And today we're gonna see if it's worth just using canned pumpkin or using actual pumpkins that you either grew, like this one, or pumpkins that you can buy to make awesome treats using pumpkin. So I think we're gonna do a bread and a cookie. So, is it worth it? Canned or do it yourself? So, let's get the do it yourself part going because that takes a little while. All right, here we go. Now, the first part of this pumpkin journey is we got to get these pumpkins like busted apart and all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the tops off of this. This is the pumpkin we grew, so I'm very excited to see what this looks like on the inside. Oh, she's pretty. Ooh, she smells good. Yeah. Okay. This is a store-bought. Let's see, maybe I'll cut that big green piece off and then I can, y'all please be careful when you're cutting squash like this because you could easily slip and cause some damage to some phalanges. This is just what they call a pie pumpkin. Oh, look, there's the sticker that I purchased at Walmart the other day. Probably not the best cut ever. Woo! But we got it open. Oh yeah, smells just like my homegrown one. Let me take the sticker off. We don't need to be using a sticker. So the other squash that I'm going to use is my butternut squash that we grew. We ended up with 2 of them, and so I'm gonna use these 2 as well. We don't have anywhere really to keep these for long-term food storage. We've got the basement, but it's really not. It doesn't get cold enough for these squash to stay good long enough. This sucker. Oh, it's starting to bust. Good, good. Can we do, yeah, there it goes. Ooh, look how pretty that one is. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Okay, let's get this other one busted open. I got all these squash, and the only one I had to purchase was this one, and it was $2.98. And then we're gonna compare it to this brand pumpkin because the ingredient list is great because it says ingredients, pumpkin. I like that. I am not feeling adventurous, and I'm gonna cut this in half before, and then I'll cut it again because it's kind of really bad lopsided. We're gonna, okay, there we go. Man, the color on this is just gorgeous. Okay, there we go. Woo, yeehaw. Okay, now if you're weak of stomach, don't look. We're gonna pull all the guts out of these. So if you're squeamish, don't look. They're not bad. And the easiest way I've found is just use a spoon. So that looks great. I'm gonna set this over here on our baking sheet. I think because these are so thin walled, I'm gonna cut these a little further down so they all roast evenly. Because I think that would be way too thick and take forever. I'm gonna cut this guy in half too. And then I just get in here with a spoon, and you're gonna take a little bit of the meat, but that makes sure that it's clean. Oh, this smells so good. See, too easy. Maybe I can keep all the butternut squash on one. I forgot this, if you've never seen this type of vegetable before, this is a butternut squash. I will say this variety of pumpkin is called a pie pumpkin. And I know if you guys have ever carved pumpkins for Halloween, it can be a little like gross and weird feeling. These aren't really, they're not as, I don't know if I want to call it stringy, or maybe because they're smaller, they don't have as much yuck. Now I'm probably gonna let this roast for probably an hour. That way I can pull the rinds off and get all the meat out. And then we can kind of measure and see how much meat we've got coming off of these squash. compared to the can. You could pull out all these seeds and save them or roast them or do pretty much whatever you want with them. We don't like pumpkin seeds roasted. Not a fan. Never have been a fan. So these are going to get composted. I am noticing my homegrown pumpkins come cleaner than the store-bought. I'm not sure if that's a thing or not, but I definitely noticed it so far. Not too bad of a mess. That's a lot. So we've got 2 full-size cookie sheets ready to be roasted. So I'm gonna put the oven probably like 400, 425, and we'll see you back in about an hour. Look at the color of that squash. So pretty. And I'm gonna find somebody to clean my mess up for me. Yeah, right. Ooh, those are hot, hot, hot. Okay, let's see what we got. I flipped them about halfway through. Oh yeah, these are done. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay, what about you guys? Oh, you need more time. Yeah, you're not done. Butternut squash are done. Pumpkins are not. So that's been an hour at 400. We're gonna put those back in. Let's go another half hour on the pumpkin. The butternut squash are definitely done. Look how squishy that is. Now, I'm not gonna pull these apart just yet. I'm gonna let them cool off a little bit because that's stinking hot. I did go in before I flipped them, just so you know, and I sprayed some little spray. So, okay, we're gonna let these cool off. Let that pumpkin go for a little bit longer. All right, y'all, pumpkin came out. We did an extra, I did 30 minutes, but I pulled it at 15 and checked, and we're pretty good. So we're gonna let everybody cool down. We'll bring you back when it's time to puree all this and see how much we got compared to a can of pumpkin. All right, we're back. Been a minute or a second for you guys. It's been a day for me. Put all the pumpkin and the squash in Ziploc bags. And now what I want to do is peel off all the rinds and get the pumpkin measured so we can see if this was worth, how much we're going to get out of this one pumpkin and what we grew. See how easy it is to get the rind off when it's broiled or roasted or whatever you want to call it. Like that's all meat. That's the keeper stuff. Okay, y'all, look at that. That is wonderful. Let's get a weigh on it. I mean, we know this is, I can't read that, I need my glasses, 29 ounces. So let's get a read on these and see if we purchased and grew enough. Okay, let's tear the plate. Okay. Now we've got 2.4 pounds of butternut squash, and then we ended up with 2.6 of pumpkin, so 5 pounds. So how much is that? That's a lot. Where's my glasses? Man, that's a lot. All right, what is this? 1 pound. This is 1 pound, 13 ounces. So this is really close to 2 pounds. Okay, so 2.6 and 2.4. Obviously that's 5. So let's see. We're gonna call that 5. We got this equals 3 cans. For real? That's awesome. Because these were not cheap. And then I grew the rest of it. Okay, well, I mean, right now, though, look, see, it just switched to 5 pounds. Wow. We'll mute you, but what I want to do first is get all this pureed. And I am going to combine it. We just need to puree this down so I can actually utilize it in recipes. So we'll start with the pumpkin. All right, y'all, I think we're there. Oh, yeah. Yep, we're there. Oh, yeah, that's 5 pounds of pumpkin. The color on it's beautiful. Now we got our ingredients. That and that, this and this are the same. If you can imagine that. All right, let's get to getting some ingredients together. That's so cool, y'all. All right, so 2 recipes we're gonna make. And yes, we're making double batches. The people at Greg's work are just gonna be so excited. Again, they're gonna get sick and tired of getting treats out of this house because we're just rocking and rolling on the treats. All right, we're doing this one. Cranberry pumpkin cookie. All recipes submitted by Lucy Randall. Thank you, Lucy. And then this one is the pumpkin chocolate chip bread. I mean, why not? The Good Housekeeping Test Kitchen. And this one looks amazing too. So we're gonna make 2 loaves of this. And we're gonna make 2 batches of this. And we'll see if we can tell the difference between, we'll see if Greg can tell the difference between home produced pumpkin, fresh pumpkin, or generic pumpkin. So, all right, stick around for the recipes. Gonna be a lot of bacon today. Okay, I think I have everything round up that I need to be successful, I think. All right, like I said, we're gonna keep these separate, so we're gonna measure the same stuff in both places. So we're gonna go through, I'm following the recipe directly. So we're gonna do flour, baking powder, soda, pumpkin pie spice, and salt first. And I tell you what, if you guys have never used, like they have an apple pie spice or a pumpkin pie spice, it's really nice because you read some of the older recipes and it calls for the 87 ingredients that are in pumpkin pie spice when all you have to do is just buy pumpkin pie spice. So that's what I do. And you don't need a lot because you don't use it very often. At least I know I don't. Let's see, 1.5 teaspoons. But I keep it vacuum sealed when I'm not using it. The smell of this, it just, oh, it smells like November. So we've got a stick of butter melted in each one. And then the next thing is we're gonna cream the sugar and the butter. So I need 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. And then, pro tip, y'all. If you have lumpy brown sugar and you need to like pack it. If you hear my microwave, the beeps love me. I just zapped my brown sugar for 30 seconds to break up the clumps because we need 1/4 cup packed in each one of these bowls. So let me show you what that looks like. See? But when you nuke it, they're supposed to come apart really easy. Oh, and then they smash in your face. I might have not nuked this for enough. Hold on. Let me find the smaller ones. Oh yeah, those come crumbling right apart. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, that one's better. You can actually get those clumps to bust apart because we zapped it. I tell you what, that trick of zapping it in the microwave just gets it to where you can like mess with it. Most people would throw their brown sugar away. Don't do that. It's still good. We just had to zap it. Okay. And when they mean packed, they mean packed. 1/4 cup. It should look like that when it comes out. Now, if you don't have brown sugar, what do? You add molasses to white sugar. And then you put enough molasses in to turn it either light or dark. Because that's what brown sugar is. This also helps cool down the butter because this first one I zapped like mad. Whoopsie. Next is going in like eggs and stuff, and so we don't want that to. All right, eggs, milk, ginger, and vanilla. Okay, how many eggs? 2 large eggs. How about heavy whipping cream? 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. 2 teaspoons of ginger. That is so exciting. All the beeps. Okay, my oven's preheated. 2 teaspoons grated ginger. Okay, cheating. This stuff, go get this stuff. You can grate your ginger, good for you. I will say though, fresh ginger versus dried, this stuff is way better. It's worth the cost of buying a little squeegee of it. Ooh. And the flavor, oh, the flavor is just intense. Okay. Oh, a teaspoon of vanilla. We do not measure vanilla. Well, we do. We just do it with our heart. Sure. Sure. Mix this, then mix this into that. I swear that's what the recipe says. I'm sure it's more eloquent, but that's what it says. I'm gonna get all this combined, and then we're gonna add the pumpkin in last. So we'll do 2 of these. That looks good. 1. Are you kidding me? You don't want to come out. All right. One. Oh my gosh, this did not even put a dent in all this pumpkin, y'all. I'm in trouble. Okay. Those are for that one. I think I got a 1/2 cup measure over here. It just doesn't have a handle on it. Oh my gosh, I'm in so much trouble. Look at all that pumpkin. Look at all the pumpkin that's left. Okay. Oh, this is cracking me up, y'all. I am glad I did the pumpkin last. This looks way nicer. I know y'all are gonna be like, Chris, you did all that, and then you're using your whisk in the bowls back and forth, back and forth. Well, I only got one of these, so. Somebody wants to send me another Danish whisk, go for it. Okay. I'm sure you're supposed to go dry to, or wet to dry, but guess what? I'm doing it this way. Because then I can reuse those big bowls. Okay. Help me keep it straight, y'all. This is this one. This is that one. It looks really good. These are more quick breads, so. And y'all know what I mean by quick breads, right? Like banana bread, zucchini bread, pumpkin bread, which we love all of that. Hey, let's try to keep some flour in the bowl. You want to? See, you don't even need to go to the gym no more. You just do this. Is today upper body workout? Yes, today is upper body workout. Clear is gonna be our pumpkin. White is gonna be store-bought. Recipe says do parchment and all the things. I'm not doing that. We're just gonna spray it. All right, let's get her in. And then I think, let's see, what do we do? 40 to 45 minutes. Probably go longer because if we have 2 loaves in there, it's gonna take longer, which is okay. Color's different though, look at it. And I even combined the squash and the pumpkin. I mean the butternut squash and the pumpkin. They're both squashes. Come on, Chris. Color's different. The texture's a little bit different too. I will notice that. Oh, you did not. Oh. Did I get my glasses? Oh yeah. Look. Oh my word. Be right back, y'all. I got it everywhere. Y'all, that was hilarious. It went everywhere. Okay, we're gonna put these in the oven. They smell great, they look great. We'll bring you back when these come out. All right, y'all. Oh, let me go get some spoons. I'm gonna clean up my mess a little bit and then we're gonna start the next recipe. But what I wanna do is taste test. This is coming out of my pumpkin. This is coming out of the can. I have never eaten just pumpkin. Try the can first. Now I know why you put so much sugar in the. Oh. This is sweet by itself. Oh, wow. This is a huge difference. I'm not putting that in my mouth anymore. And I'm not kidding either. That's supposed to be a, highfalutin brand. I could eat this. Well, I am. Y'all, this is night and day. I like a plume claim. Just for that, like this could be baby food. You could call it applesauce. I would eat this straight. That, I know it just says pumpkin on there, but I don't know how that was grown. And it doesn't say organic. It does say grown in the USA. That's good. So is this. And I could eat this with a spoon. I cannot eat that with a spoon, so. Is it worth it? Just for that alone? Yeah, because this actually doesn't need anything. That was gross, but don't tell anybody. Confession time. Are y'all yelling at me? Are you yelling at the screen yet? The recipe we just made, look what it says. Pumpkin chocolate chip bread. Guess what I just made? Pumpkin bread. I didn't put the chocolate chips in. I do have enough pumpkin to make chocolate chips, but we're not filming that. And if I feel like it, we'll make 2 more new loaves, but guess you'll find out if I put chocolate chips in the next batch. When you have pumpkin blow up in your face, things go crazy. Oops. All right, y'all, for the sake of the length of the video, I'm working on the cranberry pumpkins. We got our pumpkin, store-bought pumpkin. I'm gonna follow the recipe to the T. All the ingredients, except for the orange zest, because I don't have any oranges. And then we're gonna drop them into the oven. Well, I don't know about y'all, but they look pretty. So this is all store-bought in the can. And these are fresh pumpkin that we just pureed this morning, so.
I need to grab the other one.
No, okay. Hey, guess what? I got my first taste tester. I've already taste tested it. I know which one's which. He doesn't, so we'll see. And we're gonna see if his work will participate too. Okay, so one of these has fresh pureed our squash, our butternut squash and our pumpkin, and one is store-bought, so. They know what number's what, but you don't. And you can't tell work either. So the goal is to see if you can tell the difference. And you don't have to eat a whole one, you can eat a half one. And then have the other half after we finish dinner. They are
very moist.
Pumpkin, cranberry, walnut. This is number 1, y'all. Okay, now he's trying number 2. The rest of these go to work. Okay.
I like number 2 better.
You like number 2 better? Okay, cool. There's our first vote. I like number 1, he likes number 2. So, it's a wash. We'll bring you back with work results if they participate. Please, y'all participate. Hey y'all, it's Chris in the future. I just want to let you know that the cookies won. Our pumpkin that we grew won on the cookies, and it was a draw on the bread. Like, I think it was like 4 and 5 votes, so it was right there. So I'd say that was pretty good. It was a good win. So like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until we see you on the next video, bye y'all.